First of all, shout out Colin Cowherd for not being a part of this. I don't know if he's trying to be a part of sabotaging FS1 and really get the volume turned up. But again, he's not getting paid so that Shannon Sharp and they could bolster the other podcasts on the channel. It seems like Colin Cowherd is doing the right thing. As much as whether we disagree with him, agree with him, if he's boring, whatever it is, he's killing the game. And he's kind of starting to separate himself by going the independent route, like you just said. And I mean, we touched that for a couple seconds if you want, because we didn't have it planned. But the whole thing with Jeff Teague is on the volume, the 520 podcast. Jeff Teague is under Shannon Sharp. So these are two things related to Colin Cowherd and Shannon Sharp that are on a blaze now. Jeff Teague was under fire a week ago, going crazy on Asia Wilson saying,
oh, yeah, they can't beat a.
Which I understand, yeah. But both sides are supposed to feel that way, right? And that was already bad enough. And then you couple that double down, triple, quadruple down by just bringing on Charleston White, and it just felt like,
yeah, that was weird to me. I didn't understand the angle on even why. And I mean, again, maybe they have a different vision for their platform and what they're trying to do, but that looked like, trying to get a moment. And I don't respect those moves, because what have I ever listened to Charleston White and he says some shit that makes me say that was profound? Yes. But do I often listen and look at him and say he's a goddamn fool? I do that more often than I do say, damn, that was excellent. I don't do that very often. So I don't understand the angle on even why you wanted to have him up there.
I think this is a case of there's a lot of people that are popular and we enjoy it. Like at the end of the day, Charleston White, whatever form of entertainment is like dark comedy or just dark entertainment. But he's the guy that we know. It's like, I don't need to sit next to you. I can see you from my phone. That's good enough for me. And that's why I always say, I ain't no groupie. The fame don't do it for me. It just doesn't. Like, we're all human. I got to respect my homeboys before you. That's why when some of my homeboys are groupie, I'm like, what? Don't you ever embarrass me like that again. But I think that's the case of that, where they probably all enjoy Charleston White together, laugh at his stuff and go, we could get him on if we wanted to. This is how I'm trying to sort this out, not defending it. And then you go, okay, he's coming on. Then he comes on and it's like, it's even worse than you could imagine. Because he went viral for calling Angel Reese, saying she's on the stroll, saying she's selling box, basically. And to me, it's like, we say it in a way where it's, you don't look any different than the OnlyFans and the Instagram models and all that. Okay. Same thing I said how Joy Taylor did for the co-host on Fox and everything. But number one, did you buy box from her? So why are you putting that out there? Mm-hmm. And it's not like you're Charleston White, so you have a big name. So when you say it, you're just doing it for clicks. And what else are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying? Like, we get it. We had the same sentiment about Angel Reese. Like, yo, all right, now it's going to. She had a dude on her show that was that said, yo, you need to put some more clothes on. Mm-hmm. A dude of the, that's
right.
That's gay dude told her that straight up. And to me, it's like, yeah, women don't really get that anyway. They never listen to us. Straight dudes. So, man, all right, let somebody closer to y'all that, dress.
Listen, she's gonna do what she wants to do. For me, there's some couple different angles to that, per se. And it's touchy, right? It's touchy to talk about it. So we're gonna slow walk this real fast. Like,
yeah, I ain't trying to Charleston White this.
Yeah. The WNBA is starting to blow up, right? And so from an NBA perspective, let me say it like this first. From the NBA perspective, they have stars in the league and kids love those stars, right? But then some of those stars are attached to some of the biggest women in different industries, whether that's actresses, singers, models, all of that kind of stuff, right? You can, obviously not LeBron per se, but we can go to plenty of athletes that we know in the NBA that are married, to prominent women. What I'm getting at is now the WNBA is starting to blow up because of the basketball on the court for sure. But at the end of the day, we are dealing with women. And one side of it that is probably often talked about is, most of the WNBA, well, a lot of them are homosexual, right? I don't know if I could say that, but they,
We're gonna find out.
right. But what I'm saying is we know that, and it's okay, right? Ain't no problems with it. But the other side of it is not all the women are going to be homosexual, and some of the women are going to be beautiful women. And part of it, whether we like it or not, sex sells, right? And the angle that they're going to, that at some point is going to be taken is these women are going to be attached to prominent, like prominent men, and they will be high profile relationships and just figures outside of the WNBA and the game of basketball. So we got to like kind of be, I don't know if the word is fair, but we got to look at it sometimes from a different angle, that she's going to brand herself, yes, but she is a WNBA player. And so as she brings more eyes on her, she's going to continue to help try to bring more eyes on the game. Like Caitlin Clark isn't appealing like that to me, my opinion. I'm not speaking for everybody, but there is no sex appeal to Caitlin Clark. There is some to Angel Reese, right? And if she's going to capitalize on that, I'm cool with it, but a couple of things got to happen so everybody could just move on and let her do what she got to do. One, she's got to like embrace it and not act like she's not doing it. That's number one. Like, don't act like you're not doing it. And then number two, for us men, fans, all of that, we can't chastise her, right, for leaning into that, because it's gonna work hand in hand, right? Like, we can't be mad if she's leaning into it, if she's confident in doing it and saying, yo, this is what I'm doing, because it's gonna help grow the game. If she doesn't say that, but that's just the actions, then cool. But don't be mad and say, oh, that's not what I'm doing. Baby, you saw what you had on? Come on, baby. Come on.
Shaq said, y'all, you should just dunk with panties on. Yo, Shaq.
He's wilding. He was wilding.
He's wilding because of the proximity. We don't, in my mind, that's your little niece.
Right.
I ain't talking to my niece like that. Not like that and not on camera. That advice would be like, yo, not for nothing. You're a very attractive girl. If this is the route, it is an option. And that's not for the camera. Number one. Number two.
Say it differently. You could deliver that different. Like, I was trying to deliver it like you could deliver it in a certain way. Like, if we are going to do this, let's do it classy. Let's do it right. Let's lean into it and let's make the money we can.
Charleston White ain't going to say it any other way, but
how, of course.
So that's not surprising. But Jeff Teague got to get clapped at because you co-sign that. That's just, it didn't even look like this. It's not on brand. And then
there's no reason for him to even be up there.
Nah, he's not a basketball guy. And that's my biggest disappointment with all these guys when they get mad at us, and it's the Kwame Browns of the world, the Draymonds of the world. Draymond's starting to talk more basketball, but when you don't talk basketball, it's like, so what do you have this for? Because to me, the whole appeal of your celebrity, Elliott Wilson, that's what my problem is with it. If you have that much of a celebrity already, and you bringing all these people to the game, to your game, and to teach the game, teach the game. Teach the game, because it's only your point of view. I'm the only one that watches Tim Legler. Nobody talks about Tim Legler. Well, Dom, people be talking about, shout out to Dom Driver, but y'all don't watch them. I'm watching them because it's just like, hold on, I want to learn the game real quick. I know what you come for with them. But with Jeff Teague and them, it's almost all entertainment, and then you went all the way left. You found the third rail. But going back to Angel Reese real quick, is I do find it interesting how Beyonce could wear the same thing as Megan Thee Stallion, the same exact outfit. And I think it's all perception of how Beyonce introduced herself for this moment. Married, kids, everything. You can't even think. I think of Jay-Z when I think of her now. I think of her kids when I think of her now. And with Megan Thee Stallion, is like, oh, she's 25 years old. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's fun. And there's a bunch of other rumors that surround Megan Thee Stallion. And with Angel Reese, this is what's you young. You look like the college girl that came out and she left to go to school, came back. Oh, you grew up and you proud of it. Happy. I ain't mad at you. We've seen this movie before. But now you got to start dialing it back because you're going to learn how much sexier more is. More of less, more of more. The more of less you have on, it's just like, yeah, we've seen that show already. Now you got to front on us because you already got it. You already got it. Little mama got it, man. It is what it is. I can't be mad at you. You're changing. She single-handedly changed, like you said, revolutionized the face of the league in terms of we ain't got to look at this and expect that I can't like one of y'all. Because let's just call a spade, even with women's tennis. I watch if tennis is on, if man or woman, I'm watching. Tennis is dope, so it ain't about athleticism. It ain't about they both are skilled, but and the women, if they cute, you see it. Serena was out here bananas. Changed the game single-handedly. Oh yeah, I'm watching. I was 15, she was 15. I was watching. My mom was like, "Why you rooting for her?" Like, you know why I'm rooting for her. Jesus Christ. Going crazy at the U.S. Open in Queens. Come on, man, against Martina Hingis. I remember 99. Stop playing with me, Flea. So there's a way to do it, and it's tough. And the being the sexy thing, it does come with something. And I don't really know. Some people could pull it off, some people can't. It's a dirty game, and when you slip too much,
it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Like it's hard. It's hard. So I do wish her well. I do. I want her to continue to blow up and do her thing. If you're blatantly doing something, don't act like you're not doing it.
Who you think you fooling?
Just keep it a buck. That's all.
Just keep it real with me, honey.
Yeah.
Yo, single flea's a different level. Eyes on the prize. Basketball season is heating up, and PrizePicks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. PrizePicks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Download the app today and use the code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.